Ah, top of the morning. What's up, cool ass kids? What the fuck is going on? Cindy.Sports, man, Rome like the city, financial sports saving. March 27th, 2026. You know what I'm saying? We clowned yesterday on the trifecta. You know, MLB, NCAA basketball, NBA. It was hitting on all platforms. So guess what? It's a trifecta part two today. This is the last part of the Sweet 16 until they get to the Elite Eight. You know, this is the second day of the home opener for MLB, and we got some heavy NBA games today. That's very important for playoff positioning. So, Rome City gonna guide us all the way through to the end. I probably got about 15 choices for us, and what I won't do is waste your time. So let me give you a countdown real quick. Five, four, three, two. Fuck the ops. One. First best choice of today, we're going to focus on the Rockies versus the Marlins. Totals up. Vegas gave this game 7.5. We're going to bring it down 2 points to 5.5. Rockies got one of them smaller stadiums where you can hit the ball out the park. That's why they always got ran up on them yards last year. I mean, on them home runs last year. Now, granted, they play at the Marlins, but the Marlins, they got a little stadium too. So, regardless of the stadium side, both teams have mid-tier pitchers and high-quality hitters, in my opinion. So, as long as they remain competitive, I don't see why I can't cover. Next best choice is the A's versus Blue Jays. Totals off. Vegas gave this game 8.5. We're going to bring it down 2 points to 6.5. Both teams, same scenario, mid-tier pitchers, and they got some okay hitters. But it's a new season, so everybody gets a new fresh slate. And I expect everybody to put their best efforts in, regardless. So we're going to take the Blue Jays versus the A's. Totals off 6.5. And then our last best choice for baseball for today is the Tigers versus Padres. Vegas gave this game 7.5. We're going to bring it down 2 points to 5.5. Both teams were a threat for the playoffs last year. Both teams were high-quality threats to the MLB, and both teams want to start their season off by setting that tone. I think this is the second game of their series. I believe that everybody's gonna give their best efforts and hit the ball and put the ball in the field. You feel me? So that's what we got for MLB. Let's transition to the NCAA basketball men's tournament. First best choice is St. John versus Duke. Vegas gave this game 140.5. We're gonna bring it down 13 points to 127.5. Duke is outstanding, you know what I'm saying? But St. John, Coach Pitino, he got them boys charged up. I expect him to get these boys to give their best efforts. I'm not saying that they're going to win, but I'm saying that they're going to go over on them totals. You know what I'm saying? Our next best choice is Bama versus Michigan, ye old classic. Vegas gave this game 172.5. We're going to bring it down 13 points to 159.5. Both teams average over 80 points a game by themselves, you know what I'm saying? So as long as they do what they average, regardless, they both gonna cover, But I expect them to give their best efforts, and it's a Sweet 16. Why wouldn't they? You feel me? And then our last best choice is Tennessee versus Iowa State. Vegas gave this game 140.5. We brought it down 13 points to 127.5. Iowa State been clowning. I ain't even gonna lie. They could be a threat to really go to the Final Four. Tennessee, they cool, but nevertheless, I know both teams gonna put their best efforts in to make sure that they can get the task done. And then let's transition to the NBA because this is a big NBA day. Even though the teams aren't really good matched up, there's still some important wins for people. So let's talk about it. Jason Tatum, 15 plus points off. They play the Atlanta Hawks, a potential playoff meetup, and Jason Tatum's still trying to get his legs under himself, and he covered this line 3 out of the past 5 games, including last game. So I don't see why the Hawks, other than Jalen Johnson, don't have no forward that can guard Jason Tatum. You feel me? On the other side of that spectrum, we are going to take Jalen Johnson, 20 plus point off, because Tatum, he can defend, but he's only at like 75% right now. So I don't expect him to defend Jalen Johnson, the new All-Star, highly and efficiently as he think he can. As long as they remain competitive, I don't see why Jalen Johnson can't cover this line. And then our last best choice for today is Jaylen Brown 20 plus points off. He leads the team in points per game. He's top 10 in the NBA in points per game. And I don't see nobody on the Hawks that can hold him from a guard standpoint. And then our next best game, we're going to focus on the Raptors. The Raptors versus the Pelicans. Zion Williams, 15 plus points off. Freaky Zion. Big pants Zion. Fuck out of here. That nigga been balling though. He's covered this 15 plus point line 4 out of the past 5 games. You feel me? And the Raptors, in my opinion, they don't have no forward that can really guard Zion Williams in a highly defensive and efficient fashion. So as long as it remains competitive, I don't see why he can't cover. And then we're going to take Scotty Barnes, 6 plus rebounds off. He's covered this line 3 out of the past 5 games, and the Raptors don't win unless he covers this line. I expect them to win, so subsequently, I expect him to cover this line. 6 rebounds off for Scotty Barnes. And then we're going to transition to the next game, our last NBA game. Donovan Mitchell, 20 plus points off. He leads his team in points per game. He's top 10 in the NBA in points per game. And there's no guard on Miami that can stop him from getting to his spots. It's all usually with the Cavs, it's just me versus me. They be on some, they shoot themselves in the foot type shit. And I don't feel like they're going to do that today. And then our next best choice, this might be my pick of the day. James Harden, dub. He's starting to relinquish the pressure of scoring so much because he's starting to really realize he don't got to do all that. And the best version of the Cavs is when he gets a double-double, when he's getting everybody the ball and putting everyone in position. So if they want to be their best version of themselves, he's going to have to distribute, you know what I'm saying, and do what he always does. And then our last best choice for today, you guys, is Norman Powell. 15 plus points up. He leads his team in points per game. The Cavs, they got good defense, but they don't have good perimeter defense. You know, Donovan Mitchell don't play that good defense. James Harden definitely don't play defense. So as long as it remains competitive, I don't see why Norman Powell can't get to his spots and put the ball in the hole. And there we have it, guys. SYNDI'Sports. What was that? What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 solid picks. It's 15 solid picks from you from 3 different platforms for you to make all the money that you can. Shout out my friends, subscribers. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you don't like. So we're out.